Hi Peaches, welcome to today's edition of Time with Ohiniwa. Today we will look at ways to spice up our relationships. I'm talking about ways to make it spicy, fun, and everything that we all envision in our relationships. The very first point is give your partner the chance or the power to satisfy you sexually. Now, when I talk about this, what I'm trying to say is that most women kind of always want to have the urge or the upper hand in controlling their prospective partners. What they do is they use the sex to control them. Especially when they want something from them, they will tell you, not today, I have a headache. Well, listen, if you have a headache, then you should have thought about it or worked towards getting better before your husband getting home. You have to give him a chance to make you happy. Give him the upper hand in satisfying you sexually. Allow him to be free. Allow him to pleasure you. He knows what he's doing, trust me. You guys, these ladies, my very own ladies, you guys like saying, oh, hold here and do that. And there's nothing wrong with teaching your husband what you want. But when it is always you in control or you on the steering wheel, sometimes it gets boring and the men feel less than the man. He does not want to feel less than a man. He wants to be in charge of the relationship. He wants to be in charge of the things that you guys do, especially in the bedroom. Allow him, give him the power to please you in every way possible. Do not withhold anything from your husband. Give him the upper hand. Allow him to have all the fun that he wants to have in the bedroom. Okay? That is why it's always good to talk about sexual preferences and how you want it to go before you get there. Because when the game starts, you don't have the upper hand. You cannot tell him, oh, do it this way. He's your husband. He should know you by now. He should know what triggers you. He should know what gets you into a very good mood. He should know what gets you to cloud nine within a quick second. If your husband doesn't know that, then I don't know what you're doing married. You know what I'm saying? You should know by now that if you allow him and give him the power to satisfy you sexually, you have a very special way of spicing up your relationship. Now, the second thing is that you make regular time together so that you would treat it very sacred. That is our point two. If you treat regular time sacred, every little time spent with your husband will be one of the best. Well, as soon as you get married and kids starts coming in, you know at some point the romance probably starts getting down a bit. But in my world, the romance never dies. You know why? Because I treat every little time that I get with my husband really sacred. Even if it's 2 minutes with him, we make it fun. We laugh about things. We talk about funny stuff. We talk about things that triggers us or gets our mind into focusing on the fact that we are still in love with each other. And we are working on it every single day. Don't ever lose sight of that. Don't use the little time that you get with your husband to talk about problems in the house. No, don't do that. Okay? Every home has problems. That's okay. That is marriage. There are problems here and there. But the little time that you get with your husband, treat it sacred. Worship that little time. Let him know how much you love him. Let him know how much everything that's going on in that house is really interesting and fun to you. Don't lose it. You hear me? Now, the third point is that make your partner a hero. When I talk about this, all I'm trying to say, Peaches, is that making your husband a hero is number one in securing a very good relationship with your husband. What it is that you keep reminding him of how special he is to you. Don't stop it. Okay? Some people say, after you get married for a while, what happens is that the kid starts coming in and you lose focus of yourself and then you can't even fix your hair and you forget about makeup and all that. Look, don't do that. Peaches, don't do that. Remind him of how special he is. Let him be the hero in the house. Remind him that he is the only person that you look up to every morning that you wake up. I know they see it, yes, but the more you remind them, the more you bring their focus and attention on yourself. Are you with me? You get what I'm saying, right? Now, when you keep reminding your husband that he is the hero in that house, he doesn't want to go anywhere. Every man wants to be worshipped, and every man would come back to where he is loved, respected, and worshipped. So treat your husband as a hero. Let him be that hero with all the kingship and the crown and everything. Give it to him. Hey, he worked very hard to get you. Let him know that everything that he worked so hard for was worth it. And you are going to make him reign in that house. You feel me? Let's go to point number 5. Now, point number 4 is to respect each other sexually. I know that, as I said earlier, we all have sexual preferences. But what you can do is that you talk about it. You talk about the things that you like, the things that makes you happy, the things that satisfy you in the bedroom. When you are having sex with your husband, he should be able to tell that the things that he's doing to you, the places that he touches, are the places that you're enjoying. Don't just lie there and watch him. When you talk about it the first time, when it is time for you to give him the power to satisfy you in my first point, you would know that he would go accordingly and things will be so smooth. Respect what he does, give him the edge and the upper hand in everything that he does, and things are going to be perfect in every way in that relationship. Let's get to point number 5. Get involved in each other's life. Now, I know that most people, especially those who have traveled far from home, they don't have time to talk to their husbands until they get home late. But I tell you that a little test in the morning, a little test in the afternoon to check on him. How's your day going? Have you had lunch? Is everything okay at work? Is it stressing you? Are you overwhelmed? Just show genuine concern that you really care about him, because I know you do. You wouldn't have married him if you didn't care about him. Okay? A very one text message goes a long way to tell him how much you're even thinking about him as you guys are apart. Get involved in his life. Do you know his hobbies? Do you know what makes him laugh? Are you losing sight of the fact that, oh, I'm married, so that's the end of it? I have his ring, so I'm done? No, you're not done. This ring is the beginning of everything that you should know about your man. When you have it on, the things that you thought you knew about him, it will amaze you to know that you're about to discover even more. Check on him every day. Ask him how his day went when he gets home. When he's away from you, call him. Not on a regular basis so that you become a bore. No. Some women can call their husbands like 5 times in a row. Are you okay? It gets boring, girls. It does get boring. But it doesn't mean you should ignore him. When he's hanging out with his friends, check on him once in a while. Make sure he's having a good time and all of that. Okay? Now, point number 6 is have a lot of sex. Yes. Have a lot of sex. You are married for Christ's sake. Have a lot of sex. You know what it does to you? It actually makes you look younger. It makes you look stronger. If you have a headache and you have a lot of sex, it clears your head up. You have a license to do that. You know that? Did you know that you have a license to have sex the moment you get married? Have a lot of it. If the kids are not home and you can be freaky outside or anywhere in the house, not outside on the street, I beg you. Have fun indoors with your husband. Try different positions. Try different places. The kitchen, the countertop, the dining table top. You know, stand in front of your dresser. Anywhere that you feel is funky and will add more spice to your marriage, try it. I am talking about this because I know it works. Give it a shot and then tell me how it went. You would notice a very big difference in your marriage if you have a lot of sex. You have been blessed. When I got married, one elder person told me that have a lot of sex. Don't starve your husband. Give him food to eat and give him food to eat. When he said that, we laughed. But when I got to my husband's home and I thought about it for a while, I was like, oh, wow, he had a point. When you do a lot of that, when you have a lot of sex, it makes you happy all the time. Look, even if there's a little issue that you guys are supposed to fight about, and you know that you are having a lot of sex in the house, he doesn't even complain about them. Girls, you know what I'm saying? He does not complain about them because he knows that you're giving it to him. He's having it. And it is good because it is meant for recreation. It is supposed to have a lot of fun. You're supposed to be exciting in the bedroom. You're supposed to have all the fun in the whole world. Don't lose sight of it, okay? Have a lot of sex. It should not fade just because you got married. Some people let the sex fade the moment they put this ring on. Honey, you want that marriage to work for you? You want your husband to come home after work every evening? Do you want him to see you as the number 1 woman in the whole world? Get ready. Let him have it. anytime that he wants. Even when he's not in the mood, prepare his mind. You are the lady of that house. You have the key to his heart. Prepare his mind. Let him know that something interesting is coming his way. Psych him up before he gets to the house. Send him those crazy little funky, fun, sexually induced text messages. Let him have something to think about whilst at work. And when he gets home, trust me, it's going to be as if you're on a second honeymoon or even the third. Those of you who've been married for 15 years and over. Inject some sex into that marriage. That is why it is dying. That is why when he goes to parties, he's been looking at other little girls. Hold him close. Let him be that man that everything that he does, you become the first person he thinks about. I have said my own peaches. I am trying to let you spice that marriage up. Don't ever, ever feel dull about it. Don't do it. Okay? Now, I'm going to end here because I think I've said too many things. I love you so much, peaches, for watching. I'm going to see you same time next month or even earlier. You never know. Okay? But until then, remember, we are working on ourselves. So self-love first, self-respect first, so that whatever you put out there will be given back to you. If you respect yourself and love yourself, you're going to have it 1,000-fold from other people watching you. Let your life be that beautiful reflection of who you really are inside and not what you put on you. I love you. My name is Ohinewa. I am so much in love with you for watching this video. Comment below. Tell me what you think about everything we've talked about today. I will see you same time very soon, as I said. Okay? Tell me how it went with your sexual life, and then let's see how we can improve upon it. Until then, just be good, peaches. Mwah.